The city that drowned in minutes. That's how people described it later. A peaceful winter morning turned into the deadliest flood in British history, a disaster so strange and so fast that survivors swore the ocean didn't rise. It walked. On January 30th, 1607, the coasts of England and Wales were calm. Farmers tended to fields near the seawalls, children played near frozen marshes, and churches rang bells for morning prayer. Nothing warned the people of Somerset or Gloucestershire that something monstrous was rolling toward them. Then the animals reacted. Dogs howled, horses tore ropes apart. Thousands of birds suddenly took flight, fleeing inland. Villagers felt the ground tremble, not violently but subtly, like a giant heartbeat beneath the soil. At 9 a.m. priests in St. Mary's Church reported a low rumble, like distant thunder. Parishioners turned toward the sound, and saw a white line on the horizon. Not clouds, not fog. A wall of water. Witnesses later said the wave was as tall as the trees, moving faster than any tide they had ever seen. Fishermen on the coast saw the water withdraw first, the ocean sucking itself backward unnaturally, and then the surge came roaring back with unimaginable force. It hit the coastline like a hammer. Stone houses shattered, boats were tossed miles inland. Entire herds of animals drowned instantly. The seawalls, designed for ordinary tides, collapsed like wet paper. People running from the wave found it right behind them, not rolling like a normal flood, but pushing forward in a straight line, almost flat on top, like a moving slab. That detail confused historians for centuries, until scientists discovered the truth. This wasn't a normal flood, it was likely a tsunami. A massive undersea landslide or even a distant earthquake may have triggered it. And because the Bristol Channel narrows like a funnel, the wave grew taller as it raced inland. More than 2,000 people died within minutes. Survivors clung to treetops, families climbed onto roofs that soon floated away like rafts. Churches filled with terrified villagers until water burst through the doors, sweeping bodies into pews. When the wave finally retreated, it left behind unimaginable devastation. Salt-poisoned fields that couldn't grow crops for years, towns buried in mud, and stories people refused to forget. For centuries, locals called it God's judgment, but today, geologists quietly call it what it truly was, one of Europe's only recorded tsunamis. And the sea.com again by evening offered no explanation. Story 3-763 words. The fire that turned the city to glass. The 1944